How we doing, guys? Welcome to our Saturday members only live chat. Are we going to have anybody in it? Is it set to unlisted? I can't remember. Must be. Scaly Models. How you doing, dude? Welcome. Is anybody else hot tonight? It's like so hot. Marcus, how you doing, dude? Elite Recovery, how you doing, mate? Scaly Models, it's Mike. Okay, oh yes, it is Mike, you're right, it is. I'm just trying to start my tablet up so I can see a bit of a better chat. Multi-pork pie, hi Kev. It's very difficult to remember names to to channel handles. Peugeot dude, nice one. Nice of you to join us, mate. It's going very well, thank you very much. Ian, nice of you to join me. Welcome. So yeah, this is a members only live chat, so everybody can see it, but only members can chat. So I'm going to be here for the next hour. I can only be here for an hour because number one, it's movie night, and number two, I've got a members only or not members only, but early release for members. The video is going to be going. It's a special video. It's going to be going live straight after I come off of here. So I'm going to come off there about 9 o'clock and then set the video to live because it's rendering and uploading right now. Right, where am I? I want YouTube on my tablet. That's what I want. So yeah, sorry if I haven't said hello to you yet. I've not done a members only live stream yet, so it's all new to me, and I'm all got a lot of reflection on my glasses because there's windows right behind me. James Chorley, welcome to Driver's Mates. I think that's what it said. What else have we got? Ross, hi Kev, how you doing? Yeah, I'm very, very well, thank you, mate. Apart from it being stupidly hot. Who was that? Who was that? Who said something? Ian, sounds interesting. It does, yeah. I've literally spent like 6 hours editing a video today. It's going to be going live straight after this. Don't need to explain why. It's your weekend off. Cheers, Peugeot dude. It's yeah, you're right. It is my weekend off, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It's YouTube live, busy. It's non-stop. My phone's upside down, so whenever I go to touch the Danny, evening, hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you, mate. Very, very well. Oh, Nessa, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. It's much appreciated, my lover. It's nice to see you in here. Martin Bennett, welcome to Trucking Legends. You, sir, are a legend. Absolutely legend. What's occurring, Kev? Nessa, I've just not even been able to think today. I've spent like 6 hours. Whoa, hold on a second. I'm just trying to get my live chat up. 2 seconds, guys. Live there. Oh, I can see myself. That's very unnerving. I just want to be able to see the chat bigger. That's all. But it's just loading and loading and loading and loading. Mr. Luke C is in the house, and I've got a fly in it. It's really annoying me. Get out of it, fly. Luke C is in the house. Oh, no, I've got an echo. There we go. I'm going to try not to look down at this too much, although the chat's much easier to follow on it, obviously. But I'm going to try and look at you guys as much as I can. So yeah, Luke C in the house. James Chorley, I'm keeping very well, thank you, mate. Very, very well. Apart from sweating my nuts off, it's very good. Martin, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you, Martin. Yeah, well, welcome to members. William, how you doing, William? William Northmore, welcome and thank you very much. All you guys that have become channel members are just absolutely I just gobsmacked, absolutely gobsmacked. Danny, oh, this one's frozen. Oh, there we go, Danny. How's Trents treating you, mate? It's 5 minutes away from me. I've always been told it's a great company to work for. I tell you what, I have actually not got a bad word to say about them. They've, especially through this whole, COVID thing, they've looked after us, and they've just been brilliant. I just, literally, I couldn't ask for any more, to be honest with you. They've been really good, and they furloughed us for the first 3 weeks through the COVID thing, and they furloughed us for 3 weeks on full pay as well, which was they didn't have to do that, but yeah, and it was really good. And then after the 3 weeks, when they finally got us all, got all their processes in place and made everything COVID friendly, they had me as one of the first ones back. So that was really good. It was very nice, to be able to get back into the swing of things straight away. But yeah, no, they're really good to work for. All the guys, even in the office and all that, they're just brilliant. Not had any problem with them at all. David Newman, hello, mate. Nice to see you. Peugeot dude, quick question, and it's one I'd only normally ask. Give your Mrs. Peugeot dude a shout out for me. She can't see me typing this. She'd love it. Hold on. Peugeot dude, can I give your missus a shout out? Of course I'll give her a shout out. So yeah, shout out to Peugeot dude's missus. Hi. I'm rubbish at shout outs, I just, yeah. James says, I bet it was hot in the truck yesterday. I tell you what, it's actually much more comfortable at work at the moment because, you're in the truck, air conditioning. I only get out for like 20 minutes and, usually I'm walking around in a cool breeze or whatever. Hook the car up, chuck it on the back of the truck, and away we go. And then I'm like back into the cab again, spend another hour in the cab, driving to the next one, nice and cool. So actually being at work is much more comfortable than it has been stuck in the house all day, just absolutely stifling. John Barnes, hello, how you doing, John? Nice of you to join us, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Ross, yeah, very good that I'm sweating my nuts off, yes, thank you very much. Peugeot dude, not a problem. Anthony, how you doing, Anthony? Nice to see you. I'm glad you can join. I keep looking down at this chat, and I need to look up here. Do you think a YouTube channel of recovery would grow? Yes, Elite Recovery. I do think that a YouTube channel of recovery would grow. My channel has actually got quite a bit bigger since I've been working with Trents doing the. It's not recovery. It's salvage, but recovery would definitely do big. You've only got to look at channels like Ron's channel over in America. He does all the recovery, and his channel's massive. But the only thing you've got to worry about over here is, data protection and all that sort. They get quite funny about it over here, don't they? So, yeah, you'd have to do a lot of careful editing if your company did allow you to do the filming. But yeah, I think it would work very well, actually. AC, that's what I do have the windows. Yeah, well, up until now, obviously, when I was in the Volvo for Burdens, I for 2 years I didn't have any aircon in that. The aircon had well, not. I think one of the pipes had got blocked or something, and we tried to get it regassed. It wouldn't regas, so I spent the 2 years. And last year was actually when we had the hottest day of the year as well, or the hottest day ever. So yeah, that was fun in the Volvo, especially when you're doing walking floor work and you were doing like quite often doing refuge and stuff like that, and you couldn't have the windows open because otherwise you just get loads of flies in. So yeah, that was fun. So this year's and being on with Trents, being in this weather, it's been a massive novelty. I hope that it's all coming over okay, because I'm actually live on my phone. I'd normally do it on my laptop with a webcam and stuff, But I've had to do it on my phone because my laptop is in the other room and it's uploading tonight's video that will go live for members straight after this. So I hope it's coming out alright. I don't usually do it on my phone, so. Aircon, you're lucky, like my 20 plate doesn't have aircon. I'm like a third world in it. Well, the Scanias have all the climate control, and it's all very nice, very posh. But in the Renault, I just have an air condition button that I just push, and then I can set the temperature manually with a twisty knob. But it's actually much better than not having it, so I'm not going to complain. Where else are we now? Ross, no bother, pal. Yeah, good for you to join us, mate. Martin, I saw one of your trucks 2 weeks ago on the M5 around Junction 4, going towards the M42. On the M4, that was probably one of ours actually. Oh no, M5, sorry, M5. No, probably not that far up actually. That probably would have been one of the Volvos, and it would have been one of the Rugby depot. Elite recovery, yeah, that's your concern, silly GDPR. Yeah, I think with recovery you just got to be careful, because obviously you go to accidents where people have been in horrific accidents and stuff like that, and people might get funny about you filming that and then putting it on YouTube and things like that. So yeah, it's just something you have to be really careful of. I'd love to be able to do actual recovery work and put it on YouTube, but yeah, I don't think, I think it would do really well, but I think there's lots of red tape in the way that you'd have to work out. Being treated like a king with air conditioning. Audio and visual crystal clear. Thank you very much, Mike. That's much appreciated. You picked up some treasures on your travels. Some of those cars being a museum or classic car show. You're right, Nessa, yeah. And if I could save them all, I really wish I could. Like the Honda Civic that I picked up yesterday. That was a beauty. But that was also an insurance vehicle, so there's not a lot that I can do about that. Yeah. It was picked up on behalf of insurance, and they have to assess it and blah 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 blah. So, yeah, and if you know that the only thing I could find on that was a couple of scratches on the rear arch, and yeah, that could be what it's been written off for, because if that's going to be more than what the insurance deem it, more than 50% of the value of the vehicle, then they'll just write it off. That's just the one of the things with older vehicles. Insurance companies are quite quick with writing them off. Excuse me, I'm just gonna, even though it's hot, I've still got to have coffee. I've got juice as well, so I'm not dehydrating, don't worry. But yeah, no, I do pick up some absolute gems, and that's exactly why I love this job, because it's just fantastic. You know, I'm a massive lover of cars, all cars, old, new, fast, slow, yeah, and being able to pick up some of these old cars that are in real nice condition is just fantastic. And being able to see them walk around, and yeah, and like I say with that Civic yesterday, the fact that it had every single receipt with it, and it was just brilliant. It was and yeah, I just love cars. So what else we got? Neil, welcome to Drivers Mates, Stu. Thank you very much for joining. It's much appreciated. Hope you enjoy the chat. Hope you enjoy the early early. I can't even remember what you call it. I can't even remember. I'm so hot. I'm gonna have to put my phone on silent, aren't I? Because otherwise, the rest of the road legends are going to pick up that. There we go. The rest of the road legends are going to pick up that they can make my phone go off on the live stream every 5 minutes, and that's what they will do because they're annoying. So yeah, welcome Neil. Peugeot dude, it's great that Trents look after you. When normally people come to use them from your channel. It's actually quite surprising actually. Whenever people phone up, that I always get quite a bit of feedback, and they tell me when people phone up and say, "Oh, people quite often phone up and say, oh, I want to scrap my car because, and I know you do it because I watch Kev's channel, and Yeah, quite a lot of people phone up the company actually, mention me and ask if I can pick up the cars, and also a lot of people do comment and send me emails and say, "Oh, I've bought an engine, or I've bought this part or that part because I've seen that your company, see what they do." And I phoned them up and I had a blown engine, and they sent me an engine. So yeah, that's really good. It's really good for obviously for Trents, and it's good that you guys that can make use of knowing what they do. So yeah, that's really good. I do get quite a bit of feedback, which is really good. Are you saying with a Renault or are you getting a Scania? All will be revealed in tonight's video, which will be early release for members, and it will be Sunday night. It will go out for everybody else. So yeah, the Scania Renault Fiasco it'll all be revealed tonight. Don't worry. It'll be on the video straight after this live stream for members. What's your favourite truck you've driven? Hope you are well. My favourite truck that I've driven. Oh, see, I do really like the new Actros, and the Actros that I drove was really, really highly spec'd, and the Actros Edition 1, I think it was called, that was lovely to drive. Um, but then I also drove the big boy Scania over in Sweden. Sweden? No. Denmark? No. The other place. Can't remember where I went now. But yeah, no, that next gen Scania I drove, low loader with a excavator on the back. That was just phenomenal driving. I just didn't even struggle, and it was just so nice inside. Really, really nice. So yeah, it would be a toss up. It would be a toss up between those two. Really good. I want to try the new Volvo. I was hoping to bring the new Volvo to you guys because I was invited over to Sweden for the release, the big not the release, the the big reveal, and it was yeah, big video planned, and flights are booked and everything. I was all due to go over there and didn't get to because the whole COVID thing, and it just all went away. But I'm hoping that something. Volvo said that they're going to arrange something else, so hopefully something will come of that, and yeah, I'll be able to bring that to you guys, and we can compare the new Volvo to the rest of the new trucks that I've driven. Hi folks, Scott Andrews. Scott Andrews, what are you doing in here? Can I take it then that moderators can come in and chat unless you've joined up to be a member. So yeah, anyway, welcome to the chat, Scott Andrews. Thank you very much for being here. Do insurance companies write them off for engine failure? They can do, yeah. It's definitely something that's happened before. I don't know though. Do you insure your engine? I don't know. Like usually, if your engine goes kaput, you either scrap it yourself or you got to pay to have it fixed. And I don't think you can make a claim for a blown engine. I never have anyway. I don't know. Yeah, Computer Pro. Come on, Scott. Why are you not a member? Danny, I need to pop up to Trents to see if they have a red Nissan Note from Bumper. I know they've had a couple of Nissan Notes in recently. I'm not sure if they've had a red one, so yeah, you'll have to speak to them. If not, it'll probably be cheaper to get any coloured Nissan Note Bumper and spray it red rather than getting a new Nissan Note. That would probably be much better, even if you got it sprayed professionally in a spray booth. Much cheaper than buying a new one, I expect. Where are we? Stuff your coffee as I'm drinking Superbock Portuguese beer. I can't beat Superbock. Is that the ones? I remember drinking Superbock, I think, in the little stubby bottles. I think. Yeah, we're family friendly, so I don't drink beer on live streams. That's juice. It's not beer. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, it's Peugeot Dude's wifey. Welcome to Drivers Mates. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you enjoy it. Oh yeah, there's merch. Merch. I was going to show you merch, wasn't I? That's the other thing I was going to do. So, Drivers Mates. Drivers Mates. Sticker. There we go. There's your sticker. And so yeah, a load of these are going out this weekend, or I'm packaging them up and getting a load of these done tomorrow, and then they'll be going out during the week. I'm going to try and get a load more done. And if you're Trucking Legends, then Trucking Legends get a snazzy mug, limited edition, and a sticker. So these are winging your ways to you. Trucking Legends, no, yeah, Trucking Legends and Drivers Mates. So yeah, they're coming, guys, and they will be with you soon, hopefully. Have you finished the Volvo FH? No, Anthony, I haven't finished it yet. It's actually sat here next to me. All I'm doing now is doing the body, the spraying the cab is very time consuming because obviously I'm doing it properly, so I'm priming it and rubbing it down and doing a bit more primer and just rubbing down in between coats, and then doing the top coat and rubbing that down, top coat, rubbing that down, doing about 4 or 5 coats, and then and then lacquering it. So it's very time consuming, but it's coming along. That's the cab there. I've pretty much just got to finish spraying it, glue it together, and then stick the cab over the top, and then we're pretty much done. I've got to sort out a little bit with the electrics, but it's coming along, and I'm filming bits and pieces as we go. So once I've got like half an hour's worth of footage, once it's edited down, then I'll release another episode. Liam Pickering, welcome. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining Drivers Mates. Who's chatting? Hang on. I got people chatting to me and I can't see them. And yeah, Luke's just saying that he can comment. So it was right. Hold on. I've there we go. I'm catching up. What's your thoughts on the assisted drive lorries that are all working on? Assisted drive lorries, I am all for if implemented properly, because yeah, anything to assist, like on the motorways, like they are the most boring, and they really take a lot of concentration, and they're the time when most drivers sort of switch off and stuff. So if we can get a truck like the Mercedes that's being designed at the moment, I'm sure most of you have seen the promotion for it, where the guy sort of switches a few buttons and then spins his chair around and picks up a book and starts reading the book. Stuff like that I think would be really good, because yeah, like I say, if we can drive to the motorways and then we can get on with some admin or watch a video or whatever, whilst the truck does the 5 hours on the motorway or whatever, because the systems that are in place at the moment are proving that it's possible with the new Actros, not in the UK, but it might be in the UK actually, but the 4x2s have auto steer on the new Actros, so it will stay in lane for you. It will like a Tesla. Yeah, and all those sort of systems are proven to be really good. The auto braking that you get on things like the Volvo, which uses radar and brakes for you, is really good. But yeah, a lot of trucks have the auto braking now. I know sometimes on some trucks they can go a little bit skew whiff and brake at a bridge or a sign or whatever, but they're getting better and better all the time. So yeah, I think it's a really good thing, because if you can get them to take over the motorway journeys when most people are, minds wander and stuff, and it's those situations that require the most concentration. So yeah, I think it would be a good thing. Right. Luke C's dropping a link to the Norway. That was it, Norway. It wasn't Denmark or anything like that, was it? Well done, Luke. Well done. Oh, I see. I see. So, so Nessa is saying that it comes up with his new vlog, and Luke is saying that I would believe it. You're right, Nessa. You're right, Luke. I did believe it to begin with. um, and yeah, it is nice to have Nessa on it. It is very nice. Thank you, Nessa, for joining us. You're brilliant. And Nessa says, I knew you would be worried. It is good to see Luke in the house. It is indeed now. Uh, am I creating a Discord server? It's something that I'm looking into, Liam. I'm definitely looking into doing some sort of Discord anyway. In one of your videos, you started to talk about people saying you'd hate the job in the winter, and then you started to talk about why you wouldn't, but you never finished the conversation in the video. Yes, I've had a few people ask that actually, Peugeot dude. What I was saying was people were saying that I'm going to hate it in the winter. I might be loving it now, but come the winter, I'm going to hate it. Blah 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 blah. I actually had this conversation with Luke on Friday because he said the same thing. Luke said, I can't wait to see you in the winter, crawling under cars in the rain, the snow, and blah blah blah. But yeah, probably about 10 years ago, maybe a bit longer than that, I was working in recovery. So I was doing police recovery, I was doing club recovery, I was doing accident recovery, and that was 24/7, working on a tilt and slide and also a spec lift as well. And I was also going to assist in the heavy commercial trucks as well, assisting with rollovers, where we sometimes in the winter, in the dark, spending 6 hours unloading a truck that was upside down in a ditch, and crawling underneath it to get the straps around it to lift it up and put it back on the road and everything. You know, you could be out there for 12 hours sometimes in a complex, heavy recovery. So yeah, I've done 24/7 recovery, accident recovery, where all weathers, rain or shine, night and day, hot and cold, you know, we were out in it. So I know the score with the, being out doing recovery. And I loved recovery, absolutely loved it. That's why I love this. Because the only part of the recovery work that I used to do that I didn't like was 24/7, because I was literally working from home. I had the truck outside the house, and I was just on call all the time, 24/7, literally. So yeah, this was a long time ago. This was actually before you had to run tacos on recovery, because it's only within the last sort of 5 years, I think it is, that recovery trucks have to run tacos. Um, so yeah, and I loved the recovery. Absolutely loved it. I just didn't like, it was I was like 20s as well, so no, late 20s. So I just wanted to go out drinking with mates and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I didn't enjoy the recovery. So this that I'm doing now has all the benefits of recovery. You know, dragging cars out of awkward situations and having to think about things and stuff like that. But I'm working, sensible hours. So yeah, that was a story that I started telling and then didn't finish. Uh, Ross, evening, Kev. You're working to 10. We'll be able to watch this back. Yeah. You can come and watch it back. Don't worry. Yeah, and appreciate it. Much appreciated. Persia dude, you have to recalibrate those after the screen change. I feel it's a very good system, indeed. Persia dude's wifey. Thanks for the shout out. First question is, what would be your favourite Peugeot? Okay, my favourite Peugeot. Uh, my first Peugeot was sorry, my first car that I actually owned was a Peugeot 309. So my favourite car, if I could choose any Peugeot to own, would be either a Peugeot 309 Goodwood or Peugeot 309 GTI facelift, probably with an MI16 engine. I'm not a fan of modern Peugeots, to be honest. But yeah, the old school 205 GTIs and stuff like that. But I really like the 309. Where am I? Would you ever go back to driving Ovlov, or do you consider Scania to be better? No, if they had two, if Trents had two transporters, one was a Volvo, one was a Scania. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to drive either. Most modern trucks nowadays are, they're much the same. There's not a lot to choose with them. Um, Obviously, like Scania, like build quality inside is just like phenomenal. It doesn't feel like cheap plastics. It's like a VW or an Audi product. You can feel the quality in that, and it's just so quiet when you're driving along. You just waft, especially our Scanias with like, it's just so quiet in there, and the air suspension as well. You just waft down the road. You just waft from job to job. It's lovely. It's like a premium Range Rover. It just floats like a cloud everywhere. Computer Grow Discord server would be great. It would indeed. Do you know where Trucker J has gone? Trucker J is just having some time to himself. Just come off YouTube and he's just having some time to himself. He'll be back when he wants to. We talk to him every day, and Trucker J is fine. Nessa, you used to working in the cold and wet conditions with your job. You pretty much get used to it. The weather's routine pretty quickly. It's part of the job. It is indeed, yeah, it is part of the job. And also, when I started this job, it was beginning of March, so it wasn't exactly summer. But yeah, I'm used to being out in the rain. And even when you're on the Arctic, you were stood out in the rain for an hour at a time whilst you were loading or unloading. At least here, I'm only sort of out in it for 15, 20 minutes at most usually. Hook a car up or drive it on, stretch it down, and you're off again, back in the dry and warm again. uh, John Barnum. Hey Kev, how you doing? Thank you, John. Thanks for joining us. I'm very well, thank you. Apart from being very warm, I'm all good. Fair play, that makes sense. Yes, cheers, Peugeot dude. Peugeot dude is still a member on Big Jet TV. I was actually watching Big Jet TV today. I'm a fan. I'm not a paid member or anything, but I quite often watch his live streams. But yeah, no, I was watching his live from Heathrow this afternoon actually. Very good. Adam Lowe, how you doing? Nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. Neil, yes, 309. I know. MI16 engine, indeed. You're right, it does belong in a 405, but a lot of people done engine swaps with put them into the 309 because obviously 309 is a smaller, lighter car, and they do just MI16 engine just fits straight in. It's quite a simple swap, so yeah. I know what you mean with the hours. I'm just finishing from 8 this morning, and yeah, like I say, Ellie, I didn't used to finish. I used to be on like 7 days. I do. Yeah. No, I used to be on like 6 days and then do one day off and then 6 days. But they used to consider that you didn't really need time off because in between jobs you were just sat at home anyway, which was a bit rubbish because you couldn't go anywhere or do anything. You had to be within like 10 minutes of home because you had to be, if you had a police job, then you had to be on scene within 30 minutes. So yeah, you couldn't really go anywhere. So yeah, it was a bit rubbish really, but it was nice because sometimes the phone didn't ring, if at all, during the day. Like especially if it was a quiet day, then sometimes you go all day without a job and you just be sat at home, just getting on with your bits and pieces. But yeah, it was good, and I loved it. But yeah, like I say, it's just the hours. John Barnum, I still love my job. I am in love with my job. I love it. It's brilliant. I can't believe that I get paid to do it. I love cars, love trucks, and yeah, being able to be paid to do it, and to be able to show you guys, it's really really good. I love it. You started Peugeot dude off. He had a 405 MI16. Ah, really? Yeah, the Peugeot 405 MI16s they are little beasts, aren't they? Quite rare nowadays, actually. I don't see very many of them around. We don't see many 405s around, let alone MI16s. But yeah, I'd like to get an MI16 engine. Mind you, if it was a 309 GTI, I'd put an MI16 engine. But if it's a Goodwood, you have to keep it original because then they're worth more. Tony Wares, apology Kev, only just finished work yourself. Hope you're well. No worries, thank you very much for joining us, mate. Much appreciated. I'm going to be here until 9 o'clock, so maybe just after 9. But as soon as this is finished, I'm going to be setting a special video live for channel members only, so they get a sneak peek preview, and then tomorrow night I'll set it live for everybody else. You have a new 208, but also got a 306 GTI. 306 GTI 6. I remember. I never had one, but some of my mates had one. And yeah, I had a 106 Rally, which I believe was a slightly better 106 GTI. Peugeot dude was like a 309. Yeah, I'm sure he would. I do like my 309s. I'd like to have another one again. How's COVID-19 treating you and your family? We're all fine, mate. We're all fine. Yeah, we live out in the countryside, out in the sticks. My little girl went back to school. It's only a very small sort of village school, so that was fine. My partner Nikki, she cleans, but she was pretty much isolated because she cleans for one family, a wealthy family. She cleans their house, and she also cleans their like factory and workplace and stuff like that. So yeah, she was pretty much self-isolating. I was pretty much self-isolating in my cab. I was having very little contact with customers. I still have very little contact with customers. So yeah, it's all good. We consider ourselves to be very lucky. Obviously, my Nikki's been kept in work. I've been kept in work. So you know, we're very lucky with the whole situation. So yeah, and I've still been able to produce videos for you guys, so it's all good. Unfortunately, I live 40 minutes from the depot, so you can't stay at home. Oh, it's a nightmare. Yeah, my depot used to be like 30 minutes away from the yard, but like I say, I used to have the truck outside, so it didn't really matter. Martin Bennett, you have a 208 Tech. Oh, very nice. All the Peugeot lovers are coming out tonight, aren't they? Oh, and you're both Peugeot Dude Wifey and Peugeot Dude Son. You're both members of BJTV. Very nice. How far away am I? I don't even want to see how many questions I am behind. Neil, you're a modern Peugeot driver, but drive what is considered to be a family car, which is a partner. Oh, is that like Peugeot partner with seats in it? I think that's what that is, isn't it? It's a van with seats. I'm going to turn this off because there's no point in me even having this off, because if I have this on, reading the comments, and I'm not looking at you guys, so I'm just going to switch that off. Easier to read the comments, but just not practical. Don't fall off. So where are we? Sold your Peugeot 307 for a new Dacia. Oh, not Dacia Sandero. Ian. How's your Volvo build going? Like I explained, Volvo build is going well. It's very time consuming at the moment because I'm in the process of spraying the cab, which is like spraying, sanding down, spraying, sanding down, spraying, sanding down. But it's all coming together, and once I've got enough footage together, I will have another video out for you guys. It's just one of those jobs that take a long time because it's the outside and it's the cab. I just want to have it perfect, and yeah, you know how it is. I like everything to be good. Peugeot Dude Wifey, sorry. Okay, you might have to cancel my subscription. No, you said a 106 Rally is better. Oh, they're rarer though, aren't they? They're rarer. You got to admit that. Little rallies were brilliant little cars. 1999 Phase 1 405 116, totally original. You say you don't see the 405s, that's because you own most of them. Carl Brittan, well, welcome to Driver's Mates. You can you get to join me in the passenger seat now. Most days you can just and you get exclusive stuff. You'll get one of these. Welcome. You'll get one of these. Channel supporter. So yeah. Oh yeah, and everyone who's joining, be sure to follow the instructions when you join as a member, because you need to know how to get your merch and stuff. So Ross, you love buses and coaches, and when I used to work on them, my favourite one was the Volvo B10M. Oh, very nice. Um, yeah, I've always thought about buses. I thought about driving coach. I'm not so much buses, but I wouldn't mind driving coaches, especially doing sort of European tour or something like that. I'm going very dark, aren't I? Should we have some light? I should have set up my spotlight, shouldn't I? Whoa! Now I'm like, now I'm very tanned. I should have set up my spotlights before. I didn't realise I was going to get it dark so quick. Uh, Peugeot Dude Wi-Fi. Between me and Peugeot Dude, we have 6 Peugeots. Wow. I think you two need help. You definitely need help. And Neil, yeah, Van, yeah, it's. I was gonna say car drive fan then, but it isn't. It's a drive car. But yeah, no, they're nice. They are with the seats in, and they're quite plush. Where are we? Do you find that customers don't really understand the COVID situation and want to invade your space? And no matter how you walk away, they still come and find this with my job. Yes, all the time. All the time I have to tell people. I get out the cab. I've obviously got like gloves on and I'm like all COVID friendly and stuff. And I like walk towards the customer and they walk towards me and I like stop and then it's like, whoa, 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 space. 2 meters, 2 meters. So yeah, I quite often have to remind people. But as soon as I do mention it, they're like, "Oh, sorry," and they jump back, and it's like, "No, it's all right, it's all right. I'm like not offended. It's fine. Don't worry. Just back." uh, yes, they are part of Renault. You're quite right. Um, but unless it's a Renault Megane, what are they called? Renault Megane trophies. Not interested. Mind you, I do like the Clios as well. They've got to be sporty Renaults. Um, Computer Bro, what about have you ever bumped anything in. Have I what? What about have you ever bumped anything in the Renault? Have I ever bumped anything? I don't think I have bumped anything. The only time I bumped anything was in the Volvo when I pushed someone about 20 foot backwards, but that wasn't my fault. That's another story. But yeah, no, I don't think I've actually had any other accidents. I didn't have any accidents when I worked for TWC. I've had the thing where I've like scraped a corner of the bumper or stuff like that when you're like doing reverse maneuvers. I haven't done any of that. I haven't done that in the Renault, but you get a couple of times when you're close to things and you just touch things and stuff like that because you're in such tight quarters half the time with an Arctic trying to get it into places and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I've never actually never bumped anything yet. I don't think. I like I say, I reversed into someone and pushed them backwards, but apart from that. Are you going to Shepton Mallet in September? I don't know. The whole Truckfest thing is all a bit weird, isn't it? Like, we've been told, me, Martin, Scott, Luke, Jay, we've all been told that they want to do like the Vloggers Village and everything again. They want us to go to Peterborough, which is like in like 2 or 3 weeks' time. But with the whole COVID thing, it's all a bit weird, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? No one's going to be able to come and say, "Oh, the amount of people that come up to me who know me, that come up to me day to day because they watch the videos. They're like, "Oh, watch your video." You go to shake their hands, or when you have to keep away from people, and it's just really awkward. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, we've not been told of anything that they're going to do. Any precautions that are going to put in place for Truckfest. So I don't know. They say that they want us to be there, but they've not told us any other information. And personally, I don't think it'll go ahead. I don't think it's going to go ahead, but we'll see. I might be wrong. You're forgetting the tree that bent that rail. What tree? Oh yeah. In the Renault, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't really class that like those handrails. They get replaced quite regularly because they just get bent because they're so high. Whereas if that was a normal trailer, a trailer would just snap that off. But yeah, the handrails. I think they're hollow as well. They're alloy, and they're hollow and they're quite thin. So they're designed to. I think they're designed to snap off. But yeah, that one that I bent, I literally just hung off it and pulled it back across again when I got back to the yard, and it straightened up. It still needs a bit more, but. Do you come to any of the shows down here in the southeast? I don't think I've been to any in the southeast actually. Yeah, I think the closest we've been is Peterborough, which isn't southeast at all. It's east, but it's not southeast. So no, I haven't been to any of the southeast. It'd be nice to get to some, especially when the whole COVID thing's gone. Yeah, we want to get all over the place. Road Legends want to do we've been talking about it for ages now, doing a Road Legends road trip and just getting around and going around the whole country, just seeing everybody and doing meet and greets and doing some silly stuff. And yeah, so that's something we've been talking about for a while, and hopefully we can get together. You know, all me, mine, and Luke and Jay and Scott, and all get together and yeah, have a week off work and just do a big tour and try and see if we can get round and see as many people as we can. Will the world ever be the same again? Who knows? Who knows, Peugeot dude? Yeah, it's all weird. It's all very weird at the moment. I think it will do eventually. Numbers are dropping all the time, and I know that at the moment we have to go into sort of local lockdowns and stuff like that. But that's all to helping it to bring the numbers down. So we'll see. I reckon. It's getting better all the time, isn't it? So. Yeah, I remember when you slept in the Volvo about a year back and somebody bumped into your bumper about 4 in the morning. Someone hit me, but I also hit somebody else in the Volvo as well. But I hit them, but it wasn't my fault. If that makes sense. Your best be off anyways. Cheers for the stream. Take care. Computer Bro, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for your support in the channel, and yeah, it's much appreciated. Take care, dude. Peugeot Dude and Son, Brands Hatch. Yes, we did go to the southeast, didn't we? But that wasn't really a truck show, was it? That was truck racing. But yeah, sounds a good plan. Eventually, see all of you Road Legends truckers. I know. Yeah, we really want to get together and do a tour. But yeah, just drive around, have a laugh, meet people, and get up to mischief mostly. Great idea. A little boy would love that as well. Oh, messages disappearing. He was super excited when he sees you on either the M20 or M26 and took pictures. Brilliant. Yes. Yeah. Was that when I had pictures of taking me on the motorway? I remember that. You will find your project car one day. Yes, John, I will do. I'm trying to be quite selective because I just don't want to pick up anything. If it's something that I'm going to spend money on and time and effort, it's got to be, worth something at the end of it as well. I don't just want, to pick up anything. And there was a Citroen Saxo that I could have had. But by the amount of time and effort that I'd have had to have put in to get it roadworthy and doing all the bodywork and everything else, it really wouldn't have been worth anything once it was up together. So yeah, I want to get something with a little bit exclusivity, so that when I spend a bit of money on it, it'll be worth a little bit and probably a keeper as well. Just heard a dog barking. Road Legends take a road trip. Yeah, that's right, Nessa. That's right. That's what it'll be a Road Legends road trip. Does Trent go to Worcester? Trent's are nationwide, believe it or not. We get cars from. I'm sinking in this seat. I just realised. So yeah, Trent's are nationwide. They got the depot that I work from in Port, and they got the one in Rugby. But they go far north. But like the Poole depot will sort of cover from the N4 and below. Occasionally I go a little bit higher than the M4 if I'm like going above the M4 into Wales, or sometimes I go into Gloucester. But yeah, usually like M4 is the dividing line of where we go up to. Everywhere else is usually covered by the rugby depot. Where are we? Yeah, that was it when Peugeot dude was in his windscreen van. That's right, yeah, because I got the name wrong of the. I was almost right with the name of the windscreen company, um, but yeah, was it Nationwide or Nation something? I can't remember. But yeah, that's right. And the van come past me, and then it stopped overtaking me, and I seen someone with a camera in the wing mirror, and then yeah, and then Persia do sent me the pictures. So yeah, appreciate that. That was pretty cool. What about a kit car? Yes, I've actually thought about doing a kit car. Um, I can't remember what it was called. A MEV, um, that uses a chassis from an MX-5, and getting an old MX-5, because obviously we've got quite a lot of MX-5s in the yard, stacked up on the stacks, and I've recovered a few MX-5s. So yeah, MX-5, lift the body off, put the MEV kit on it, keep the engine, but turbocharge the MX-5 engine. I think that would be a good little project to have. Do you get many classics in the yard like Ford Granada, Cortina, Capri? No, the only thing I've really picked up is a Ford Escort, like a Mark 5, I think it was. But nothing really like that, because generally the people who own them know that they're worth more than to scrap. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of old Ford, so I'd love to get my hands on some old Fords. That'd be awesome. You got a great memory. Yeah, I remember these things, especially when someone's taking pictures of you. You tend to remember them. Did you hear about the big car scrapyard that caught fire last week? You think it was over 500 cars burnt in the Midlands. Oh, that's nasty. That poor scrapyard. That's yeah. Yeah, we Trents had a big fire a few years ago, and it destroyed a lot of the cars in the yard. Now, whenever any of the cars come into the yard, because they believe it started from a battery. Um, so the first thing it's done whenever the car is taken off the back of my truck and it gets plonked on the ground, the first thing they do, the guys jump on it and the battery terminals are taken off, and so yeah, that's to prevent that. So yeah, um, and quite often if I'm delivering a car, obviously I'll like go to unload it when I get to wherever it's going to, go to turn it on, and there's nothing there, and I have to try and find the battery. You know what it's like trying to find batteries in modern cars. It's like, I think I delivered an Audi the other day, and ended up being under the back seat. It's like I was ripping all the panels off in the boot. I couldn't find it. I was looking everywhere under the plastic panels in the bonnet, under the bonnet, and I couldn't find it. Ah, and it's like A class. You ever tried to find a battery in an A class Mercedes? It's under your driver's under the floor in the driver's footwell. Like what? So yeah, I struggle with finding batteries sometimes. It's a pain in the backside. Of course, we're dealing with so many makes and models. It's yeah, trying to remember where they all are. Of course, he's got a good memory. It nearly caused a crash. Yeah, he did. Uh, no, yes, you're right. I did nearly pick up a 405, but it was stuck up that track, wasn't it? I couldn't get it. I was looking forward to getting that car because you don't see many 405s. So yeah, I was looking forward to being able to get that and show it on camera and everything, but I couldn't get to it. It had no keys, it didn't drive, and the track was like that thin and went round real tight corners, and there was no way I was going to get it. So yeah, that was a shame. That Luke C, Type R, blah 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 blah, chav. Elite Recovery was in rugby. Very nice. And Malcolm Dixon, thank you very much for joining us, mate. It's a pleasure to have you as a driver's mate. And yes, your support is much appreciated. I hope you enjoy your stay. Liam Pickering, I remember seeing the Honda Civic key on the community post you did yesterday. What was that about? Oh yeah, Honda Civic I picked up yesterday was literally, it was a W reg. I had 70,000 miles, absolutely immaculate. And the guy kept a tin, a very, very old guy. He'd owned it since it was 1 year old, so he'd owned it for 18 years. And he kept like a biscuit tin, and in it was every single receipt that he'd spent on the car, bar fuel. So every time he had to go and buy a bulb, it had the indicate, it had the receipt, and it was just like, just blew my mind. And then he brought the red key out, and the red key, you don't use the red key to start it. What the red key does is, if you lose your spare keys, or you lose the key and the spare key, then they can use the red key to reprogram it for the immobilizer. So you never want to lose that red key, because otherwise they struggle to program them. So yeah, and he had that red key. So it's unusual for people to have that red key, let alone for it still to be in its sealed packet. It was just, oh, it was mad. It blew my mind. It was brilliant. They're all coming in now. Yeah, they are, John. You're right. Yes, yeah, Danny. You remember the pool fire? It was a big fire actually. Question to Luke C if he's still here. How close are you to starting your new job? Oh, he's getting close, isn't it, Lukey boy? He's getting loose, close. He's only got a week off and then he's back to it again. Yes, 9 days. 9 days, Lukey boy. Well, I've caught up with the chat now. Can you believe it? And time's getting away from me, like it's 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to start wrapping up soon, because I need to set a video live for channel members. Channel members obviously get, what do channel members get? I can't even remember what channel members get, because it was a while since I set it. So drivers mates, they get early access, so they will be getting early access tonight to tomorrow's video. So yeah, and drivers mates also get exclusive channel supporter sticker, and they obviously get access to the live chats, and I do like some exclusive community posts. Like during the week I'll put up some exclusive, so like if anything's happened, or if I get invited to an event or anything like that, or if there's some exciting news, then channel members get to hear about it. So yeah, that's drivers mates, and I'm very lucky to have many trucking legends on here, and they are actual trucking legends. They're brilliant. So thank you guys. They get a sticker and an exclusive channel members mug. So yeah, they're all being sent out this week. So yeah, they're very snazzy. And they also get their own posts, which I do for them, and they get an exclusive video, which I haven't done yet this month. So I need to do that. I need to do that this week. I need to give you guys an exclusive video. And what else is it? I can't remember. I do other stuff for Trucking Legends as well, but yeah, they're awesome. So they get the majority of my attention. But yeah, but then if you don't want to be a member, then yeah, just carry on watching the free videos that I do twice a week. Obviously, I stick to one a week, but I give you a bonus one if I can get one out on a Wednesday. It's difficult enough getting one out, let alone trying to do two. It's mad, absolutely mad. But it's been lovely chatting to you. 9, so laters. Yes, cheers, Peugeot Dude. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much for joining me. And Peugeot Dude's wifey, thank you so much. It's really nice of you to you guys to join, and all channel members. It's been fantastic. I was a bit worried actually doing this live stream that because I'm only chatting to the channel members, that yeah, that I was going to run out of questions, but you guys have kept me going. So yeah, no, it's really nice to have you guys in here and chatting, and yeah, you know, it's been a nice exclusive chat. Martin Bennett, lovely to speak to you, and to you, mate. It's much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Kev. Look forward to another one of these. Thanks for giving up an hour. No, it's no problem, mate. Not a problem. It's actually been really nice, and I'm going to do more of these. Like I said, I was a bit worried about doing it because I didn't know how interactive it was going to be. I was going to have to try and think of things to come up with, but you guys have asked questions, and I've just been blabbering on for ages. So no, it's been really good. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing the next one actually, and I'll be doing another one very soon, hopefully. It's been a pleasure to have a wonderful evening. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. And it's not a problem answering your 900 questions. So yes, Peugeot Dude Wifey and Peugeot Dude, thank you very much. You're big supporters of the channel. Oh, Danny Chilcott, you have upgraded to Trucking Legend. You, dude, are an absolute legend. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. You guys are really helping to uplift the channel and uplift the content and allowing me to buy new gear. And as you know, a few weeks ago, I lost a GoPro, which is like 300 quid off a GoPro, and yeah, it just died. So I've had to replace that, and so this becomes an expensive business when you're using high-end gear and it fails and stuff like that. So you guys are helping to keep that going, replace it, and everything that everything that comes through these channel members goes back into the channel. I'm not spending a penny anywhere else. So if it's not going on replacing stuff, it's staying banked, and then when we do get a project, we can you guys, channel members, you're going to have input on the project as well. So that's another little bonus, because it's part of it's coming from you guys' support. So it's only right that you guys have an input on the project when we get a project. Yes, Mike, Scaly Models, thank you very much. It's a pleasure having you with me. And don't worry, you can talk. Yeah, I'm glad you lot can talk, because I run out of things to say quite easily, so I need these questions to keep me going. No worries, Ross. It's been a pleasure. It's nice having you in there. John, them other road legends getting everywhere. Oh, they do get in everywhere. Luke only become a member today because I was winding him up about not being a member. So he become a member, and he wanted a sticker as well. That's the only reason he's here. And thank you to Luke. Yes, thank you, Luke, for watching, and thank you. You're not have to moderate though, are you? Because you don't have to moderate. You don't have to moderate the channel members, because yeah. It's time you put into. Danny, no problem, mate. Thank you for an amazing content. It's no problem, dude. No problem at all. I'm going to go and enjoy a movie now. I'm going to sit down and have some popcorn with my other half and my daughter. I think we're watching Trolls World Tour. But no, spending time with family in it. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Liam, once you get the money, you're going to update. Yeah, please, nobody, don't push yourselves to become members or upgrade into legends if you're going to push yourself financially. It's tough times for everybody, so I know not everyone can afford it or everything. So yeah, it's just subscribing is it means enough. So yeah, those of you that can support the channel is massively appreciated. But I don't force anybody. And I still put out the same amount of content that I did before. It's just people who want a little bit extra and want to help out the channel can become members. But yeah, don't anybody feel you have to. Make it 309 and you one. Oh, there we go. Now I'm on a hunt for a 309 because Peugeot Dude is going to donate an MI16 engine, and we're going to do a 309 with an MI16 engine. I will hold you to that, Peugeot Dude. You actually approved one comment, but no, not deleted any today. Oh, thank you very much, Luke. Thank you for approving. I know it's a bit different, isn't it, having another trucking legend in the chat. So yeah, thank you, Neil. You want another tier so you can be higher than Peugeot, dude. uh, there is actually options to set because the price points are you have to choose the preset. So there is more above that, but I don't want to. I feel it's I don't feel that I could actually offer much more value for money for the upper tier as I do. So yeah, I just haven't got the time. I'd love to do these every night and offer maximum value, but yeah, there's only so many hours in the day, isn't there? Um, as well as giving you a massive boost. Yeah. Uh, oh, Liam, you just want the mug. Yeah. Well, the mugs will be going out very shortly, so yeah, you can look forward to your mug. The stickers are normal stickers, so I did look into the window stickers, but they're like you could either get them only in one colour, and that one colour couldn't be white or something. So yeah, they are just the standard. Ooh, let's do it on screen. Yeah, they are just standard sticky back. So yeah, you can put them on your windows because I've put this. I've had a sticker like this on my window of my car for like 2 years. One of the KevTee ones. Yeah, and it's still stuck on there. So they're really good. They're really sticky. Uh, I'm worth your €15 a month. Ah, oh, thank you, Emil. You're much appreciated. Lots of love, dude. Uh, where are we? This could start a war in this household. Virgo, dude. Black eyes matter. Brilliant. Anyway, guys, I've got to go. Thank you so much. I will do another one of these very soon. Thank you to the guys who have become members through this live stream. It's much appreciated. And don't forget that when I leave here, I'm going to go and set the latest trucking vlog, which is a special one. So don't miss that. I'm going to be setting that live in a few minutes because hopefully it should have. It was 40% rendered when I started this, so it should be done now. I think it's just over an hour long. So yeah, yeah. Please do go and watch that after this, so you'll still see me. So yeah, I'll go set that live. Make sure you watch it. For you guys that aren't channel members, you can watch it Sunday night. It'll be set to live. So yeah, so thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you, Martin Bennett. Yeah, all stay safe. Night, Nessa. Very much appreciated. Cheers, Liam. Thanks, Martin. Who else do we have? Neil, thank you very much. And yes, pleasure do. Well, if you thank you very much. John Barnes. Yeah, everyone stay safe. You stay safe as well, mate. And I shall see you all again very soon. Thank you all again from the bottom of my heart. Cheers then. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye, Danny. Thank you, Danny Rawlington.